Okay, what we're going to look at today is out of Chapter 1, Section 2, and this deals with writing the algebraic expressions. An algebraic expression contains a variable, and at least one variable, and at least an operation, one operation. The operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And I got a couple examples here up on the board. We don't put an equal sign in these, and obviously we don't solve them because we don't know what the variable really is. Okay, so here we have some number added to 4. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is define a variable. In other words, select a variable to use. It can be any letter that you want it to be. Quite often, like I like to use n for number. Okay, so some number added to 4. Okay, so we're going to put the 4 down and we're going to add a number to it, so plus a number, so 4 plus n. Now, you could have it reversed and have n plus 4 because it's an addition and it doesn't matter what order we add in, that would be appropriate as well. Okay, here's another one, half as many pieces of candy. Okay, well, when we cut something in half, we divide it by 2. So we're thinking division here. I'm going to have C for candy, okay, and I got to cut the candy in half, so I'm dividing it by 2. So C divided by 2. This is one way it could be written, or it could be written like this. C with the division sign and 2. Now in this problem, in this expression, the order does matter. Okay, now these are both examples of what are called algebraic expressions. Once again, they have a variable and an operation, and usually some numbers as well. Okay. Let's take a look now at solving algebraic expressions. When you solve them, or what the book will quite often want to use the word evaluate. Evaluate is just kind of a fancy word for solving them. Okay, so in this case here, we'll be given in the directions what the variables, the values of the variables are. So we're going to plug them into the expression and then solve them using order of operations. So what I'm going to do here is A is 7, so I'm going to put a 7 here, in my addition sign. B is 9, minus C, which is 2, plus D, which is 5. Okay, now I have to follow order of operations. Order of operations, take care of parentheses first. So 2 plus 5 is 7. Okay, so if I write the rest of my problem in, here's what I have. Now my next step in this problem, I have addition and subtraction. I work from left to right, just like we read words out of a book, and we solve as we go. So 7 plus 9 is 16, and 16 minus 7 is 9. So this is going to equal 9. Okay? Here's another one. A, B minus C, D. Now, what this means is A times B, C times D. Okay, when you have two variables right together with no operation sign between them, it's multiplication. So I'll plug my numbers in. A 2, okay, times B, which is 9. And that's generally how we write that. That is multiply. Okay, here C is 2, and D is 5. Okay, so one of the numbers goes in parentheses just so that you don't think that this is 29 or this would be 25. So one of the numbers we generally put in parentheses, it's usually the second number. All right, now we multiply before we subtract. So we got to multiply here 18. We have to multiply here 10. And then our last step, 18 minus 10 is equal to 8. That'd be the answer on that one. All right, here is a little different looking one. Okay, we have a numerator, denominator type setup. The rule here is to get a single number for your numerator, a single number for your denominator, and then divide for the last step. Okay, so B times C, I'll plug my numbers in. B is 9. Okay, C is 2. Okay, A minus D, A is 7, and D is 5. Okay, now, I want to get a single number for my numerator. My numerator is the top of my fraction, okay, and a single number for my denominator. All right, so 18, because 9 times 2 is 18, and 7 minus 5 is 2. And then my last step is to finish it off here. 18 divided by 2 is equal to 9. Okay, That's the order when it's in fraction form like this. Okay, so the answer there is 9. Hopefully this is helpful. I took most of these problems off of worksheet 1, 2, which is chapter 1, section 2. Good luck.